Therefore, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Beacon College, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto pertaining, and cause you to be invested with the hood appropriate to that degree.
I kind of want to meet that guy. Hey, buddy. Thank you very much. President Haggerty, distinguished faculty, staff, graduates, families, friends, and of course you students. It's a profound honor to stand before you today and accept this honorary degree from Beacon College. I am deeply, deeply humbled by this recognition and, of course, that citation. This is incredibly meaningful for me. It's meaningful for me because I have so much gratitude for this recognition because of what this very institution represents. It represents a beacon of hope, opportunity, and as we've seen today, transformation for students with learning differences. There are a lot of proud parents in this room who are absolutely beaming today. I'm guessing most of you graduates would not be here today without the support of your family. And I think we would all be remiss if we didn't hear it for the families today who made today possible. Now, Daryl, thanks to you, Dr. Haggerty, and the Board of Trustees, there are now 2 more proud parents in the room today. The best part of today for me, of all of it, is now my mom, who's sitting here in the front row, can brag to all of her friends that her son has 2 doctorates. As I look out at the graduates today, we all see the academic achievement, but we see more. We see a profound personal journey, a profound victory in getting here today. Each and every one of you graduates have navigated a world that was not designed for your very unique intellectual capabilities. Yet, here you stand, graduates of an amazing institution refusing to be defined by those limitations that others put on you. Why? Because you've been distinguished by perseverance, creativity, and remarkable capacity to learn, and in doing so, adapted to the world in ways that no one ever thought possible. As you heard about my entrepreneurship journey, I've learned a lot in doing that. But my most important learning has been a parent to my son, Jonathan, and my daughter, Ella. That experience has taught me lessons far more valuable than anything I ever discovered in a boardroom. Jonathan, who's on the autism spectrum and sitting right there in the front row, has one of the most creative problem-solving minds I've ever encountered. Jonathan has shown me that different isn't less. Different isn't less, It's simply different. His perspective of the world has opened my eyes and countless others to new ways of thinking, new ways of engaging with each other, and new ways of connecting. Through his challenges and triumphs, very similar to triumphs each of you have had, he's taught me patience, the importance of understanding, and the raw power of meeting people where they are. When Jonathan was diagnosed with autism, the questions that flooded my mind weren't like the questions that each of every one of you parents and families had and experienced along your journey to today. What does his future hold? Where will he find a meaningful job and community and acceptance? How will he be independent? Graduates, here at Beacon College, you boldly began to answer those questions for people around you and gave solace to your families that you could do this. What you've gained here goes far beyond what you learned in textbooks. You've adapted to our world with self-awareness, resilience, and adaptive strategies that are increasingly valuable in an ever-complex world. You understand that sometimes, unfortunately, many may never learn that our differences can be our greatest strengths. Our society is slowly awakening to what the families that started Beacon College have been championing for decades. Neurodiversity represents an essential form of human variation that enhances our collective capabilities. In a world facing unprecedented challenges, we need minds that work differently, see differently, and solve so many outstanding problems differently. The most innovative companies are discovering what you already know and what we in this room already know, that diverse thinking leads to better solutions. Your unique cognitive profile is not something to overcome, graduates. It's something to leverage. The adaptability you've cultivated is not a compensation mechanism. It's a competitive advantage. As you move forward through this milestone day, and this is a great day for all of us here to celebrate with you, I offer 3 thoughts. First, own that difference. The world does not need more minds that think alike. It needs your unique perspective, your distinctive approach to problems, your ability to see what others will often overlook or miss. Second, practice radical empathy, something that's gravely missing in this world. Having navigated a world that was not designed for you, you possess a rare capacity to understand other people's struggles. Use this gift to build bridges of understanding for others. Third, create the environments you wish had existed for you. Whether in the workplace, as you advance there, in communities, your personal relationships, build spaces that accommodate and celebrate differences. Be the architect of inclusion you sought while you are on your own individual journey. The diploma that you're going to receive later this morning represents far more than academic achievement. It symbolizes your readiness to contribute your distinct gifts to a world desperately in need of new approaches. I accept this honorary degree with gratitude, but also a promise to continue working alongside institutions and leaders, places like Beacon College, to build a world that recognizes what you already know, that different minds are an asset to be valued, not a problem to be solved. As we continue to build Jonathan's Landing Foundation, we will be developing comprehensive residential communities for adults with autism, and Tectonic, our first of many social enterprises, creating pathways to meaningful employment and careers for neurodiverse individuals. I understand that initiatives like this aren't about building housing or providing jobs. They are my pledge to each and every one of you in this room to create spaces where different minds are celebrated and where neurodivergence is seen as the asset it truly is. As I look out at all the graduates here today, I'm beklempt for how great you guys are, and I see a world of possibilities in each and every one of you. I hope you recognize that in yourselves and each other. Congratulations to the class of 2025 of Beacon College. The future is waiting for exactly who you are. Thank you.